Everybody, this is Maniac 4 Bricks, and I'm here today with another LEGO haul. First, we're going to start things off with a Toys R Us make and take build, which this time around is a little bit on the weak sauce side. This is a LEGO Star Wars Princess Zelda mini build, and if you can't really tell much by the instructions, this was very simple and rather easy to build, but there's really no character to it, and a lot of it is actually, pretty easy to grab parts. I mean, I'd say the only thing that might be a little bit harder to find would be the tan clips that are used for her hands, and, well, depending on your collection, the dark bluish gray plate on the bottom. But the rest of it is pretty simple, straightforward. I kind of wish that there was more to build for this. Usually, mini builds like this at Toys R Us would have more pieces to them than just 18 that it says in the instructions, and a little bit more to build and play with, perhaps. It does have some sort of collectible value to it, not just because it's a freebie for limited time at Toys R Us, but if you were to put a whole bunch of these together in, the similar style and just make them out of more Star Wars characters, it might have more merit. I would have liked if they made another one of these to go with it, like Luke or Vader or something like that, and that would give it a little bit more, strength for the build itself. Like if it was the same style but just had another assembly to it. I've had other things that would be a little bit more to build, but still, free Lego is free Lego. Are you really going to complain about that? So, it's all good. Not too bad to get. Another one to add to my ever-growing promotional collection from either Toys R Us or otherwise, and AKA, I also consider this part of my polybag collection because it's a small thing that is in a small bag, simple instructions, kind of has the same polybag premise. So now on to the rest of the haul, which is from the LEGO store. Now this was a biggie. Now the first thing I wanted to do at the LEGO store, since they still had the Star Wars promotion of getting R2-D2 polybag with a $15 Star Wars purchase or more, I decided to start with that. So, I have two sets here, and I went to one store that didn't have a lot of newer sets available, but I still had, some interest in what they did have. So I picked up Darth Vader from the Buildable Figures series, and the Carbon Freezing Chamber from Episode 5. Episode 5 is my favorite Star Wars episode, if you never knew, and I am interested in these. I just haven't gotten around to picking them up yet. I did also want to get Luke, but they didn't have him available, and I was one of the few that actually still was able to get Vader. They just kind of, for some reason, had that one available for, one of the early waves, and pretty much just going to wipe that one out. The rest of them have already retired. So, these are nice to get, and the polybag, I'll just get that out for a sec. Oh, they also had this little Star Wars thing just for anyone walking in or just, stopping by. They had this headband that represents Yoda's, ears and forehead. So, I saw a lot of people wearing them. I thought that I'd get one too. Now, the promotion, let me just get that out. It's the way they stored this very nicely, though, is that they had a bag within a bag. Bagception on the side. So, here is the bag. 70 pieces, R2-D2. This, one of my friends is actually trying to build this. It's actually a lot of common pieces, but there are a couple things here and there I was still having a hard time trying to find. There are obviously some exclusive ones here, like the printed plate, or the tile, and, dome piece on top for R2-D2. But other than that, it's still a pretty cool looking polybag. Maybe if they did somewhere between this scale and the Princess Leia that they showed before, it would be a nice little series. Although, they already have brickheads going now, which, again, those people make some really nice customs for them. And if you do see anybody, or are somebody, that makes something of this scale in a whole bunch of customs, let me know. I would love to check those out. Because I think that would make it so much cooler. Alright, now just a whole mess of other stuff. Some of it was on discount. Some of it I just used VIP points for, and some of it was just regular price, and I don't really care either way. So, a couple things. I have wanted to get this for a long time, and I heard at some point that they were going to discontinue them. The minifigure cake mold. I would love to make some sort of cake with a minifigure on it. Maybe if I had the right icing, I could make a design for the minifigure. I would love that. That would be so cool and very sweet. So, I got that. That's just going to sit over there. This is actually on discount at the Lego store since it's after spring, after Easter. It's the springtime set, which has 145 pieces. I believe this was like $8, if I remember correctly. So, not too big a discount, but any discount is A-okay. Let me check. Whoops, wrong receipt. One more time. Easter egg hunt. Yes, it was $8. Used to be $10. So, not too bad. This next set was actually something that they had at one of my local Lego stores. They have an area for damaged boxes or discontinued sets that are about to retire or already have retired, and they throw quite some discounts on them. So, I've had my eye on this for a while, and I thought this was a good price, so I decided to pick up the Lego Pirates 40158 chess set. This was originally $42 according to the sticker on the side, and now it's down to $33.59. Not really sure the exact discount, but it still counts. And at $33 for 857 pieces, and I don't even know how many minifigures. I want to say 16, maybe 32. It's still a lot of minifigures, regardless, for that kind of price. So not too shabby. Especially when I don't have a lot of the pirate sets from that theme, this will be a fun one to build and just to have a chess set around. They do have another version of a chess set, which I believe is still 50 or above, but I'm not concerned with that. This one has more charm to it, to me. These that are also available. I was tempted to get more of them, but I was like, you know what? I'll work with these for now, see how it goes. Probably the only way that I can currently get any of the letters in the Lego store with the letter tiles, these are the Lego notebooks, which I've gotten one of these a while ago, and this was reduced from $12.89 to $9.98. So if you find it in your store, it is 6031673 is the item number, and they have a whole bunch of letters in here in different colors. Yeah, the colors are a bit off-putting, but I think it's still fun to do. I still have it with Astro Bistro with a lot of these letter tiles, so that's fun. And, not too bad for the notebooks. I don't remember if this part can come off, but I do want to get that Lego logo if I can. If I can't, well, it'll still be a nice latch for that notebook. Oh, alright, 1 second. See, this was going to be a big haul video, and I didn't expect that it would be so big it would knock over the poster board. So anyways, aside from that, I wanted to get this for a while, especially for a certain sig fig. You may know him on Instagram as Ryan Babylon. So I decided to get the Lego Batman movie accessory set, which actually does have nice figures, regardless of the sig fig getting the right hair color and style. But still nice other parts to it, and it would just be nice to go with some of my other Lego Batman movie sets. Even though I already have the kind of a freebie poly bag with this similar construction of the bat signal. That's what I'm looking for. But still nice figures to go with it too. Up next, there's still a couple more stuff. There's a couple smaller stuff here. The Pika model that they have this time around is a puffin, and I just couldn't resist this one, so I decided to get this. It'll add into the Lego Animal collection. At some point, I will do a collectathon updating that with other Lego animals. Usually the buildable animals or the friends animals, they go into that collection. I know my mom and my sister are going to enjoy the puffin very much. And we also had 3 buildable minifigures from the Build a Minifig kiosk. I decided to just get a couple of kind of random parts. I mean, not too random, but they're still kind of important, but I don't really care for how they're put together here. I'll mix and match them later. I was trying to build the leprechaun, but as usual, at the Lego store, you can't build an entire collectible minifigure in the store. They don't have all those parts available on purpose. So the only thing that's missing is the torso, and if you really want to count it, the pot of gold. But other than that, some nice other parts that'll fit in here. I know somebody was asking about that Pharaoh piece for the head, so I thought I'd get that for them. And I can't really face him around, but he has an Ultra Agent's head on him. He's got the Sea Captain torso and cap, so that's nice parts. And I also wanted to get that hair for another sig fig that I have yet to complete. So we're getting sig fig hair today, among other things. Excuse me. I did get a couple more collectible minifigures from Series 17. Now, from what I was in the store, 1, 2, 3, 4 were ones that I didn't have based on feeling the packs. So that'll be increasing the collection of them by about a third or so. That's not too bad, because I have currently, I think, like 6 or so. We're getting closer to completing that. But, I can go to other stores and pick up more of them as I need to. I also picked up this keychain of Jestro in his 2017 variant. I have the 2016 one, and I'm not really sure at the moment if I'm going to use, special methods on this one, the 2016 one, and I have another keychain in here to really. It was like 2 cents until bumping it up to the proper price amount for getting the $50 purchase, etc. for Star Wars. So I decided to throw in BB-8 as a keychain. I may do one of those methods to break these free of their keychain restraints in order to have them as minifigures or close representations of minifigs. So that should be fun. I got 2 Pick-a-Brick cups, and if you would like to see a Pick-a-Brick wall analysis video, let me know in the comments below as soon as possible, or any social media, just let me know. I will definitely get this post particularly out before then, so that people can, let me know as soon as possible. I also got plenty of mock pieces, definitely in here. Definitely some in here. You can see a lot of dark bluish gray on the top, which I'm going to use for rebuilding the Bionicle Mask wall. That is a project I do want to get back to and improve on. And last but not least, I called the store earlier to ask if they had any individual parts for power functions, and luckily they did. So I picked up a couple of those, including the battery box, the M motor, I believe is in here. Yes, this one is the M motor. There's another M motor. Those are both the really small ones that are a little bit easier to get. And last but not least, an IR receiver. Now, since I already have some of those things, I'll be able to use these ones in particular towards other projects. So I'm looking forward to building those and hopefully having them up by Brickfest Buffalo in June of 2017. That's, I believe, June 24th, or the weekend of. So when I see a couple other LEGO fans that were from Philly Brickfest again, up in Buffalo, hopefully I'll have those used in one of those projects. And I don't have, I think that's it. Oh, I didn't see that before. I guess they threw that in and I didn't notice it. But they also had a Star Wars poster that they included inside of my order, probably because I bought a bunch of Star Wars stuff. So, very nice little poster there. So, not, mostly kind of like a Rogue One feel for it. Definitely a couple of Rogue One sets in there. I have not seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2 as of recording this video, but I would like to at some point, and yeah, I just thought about that because I saw this in the back of the little LEGO Life magazine, which I was surprised that they even are continuing this magazine, or continuing a magazine. Maybe it's just kind of a preview just for now, and it's like, oh, we'll always have this one up. I don't know. But, this is a nice little read. I'm definitely going to look more into LEGO Life, see what it's all about, maybe post some of my stuff on there as well. So, if you want to see more stuff, that will be posted not only on YouTube and Instagram, but I will also be having some posted on my new website, joethemaniac.wordpress.com. If you click the link in the description below, you will get to see some exclusive content on there, and maybe some upcoming projects as well. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time with more LEGO videos, and I will, update you on some of the mocks that I'm working on and some of the LEGO room updates. a whole bunch of other stuff coming our way really soon. Thanks again for watching. See you around.